again. As promised, second video in as many nights. We'll see if we can keep up this system. Like I said, not sure I'm going to have anything worth saying once a day. That's just a lot to commit to my own witticisms. I make no promises. Tonight, though, I did have something semi-prepared. Hopefully I won't blather about it too much, because it is almost 2 in the morning and I do have to go to church in like 8 hours, and I'd like to sleep a bit in between there. Quick update on the book. I have finished all of the filler bits and stuff and fluffing, which is exciting to me. I'm ahead of schedule there, so tomorrow, technically today, I'm going to start actually editing and polishing everything that I have, maybe rearranging a bit, but for the most part, the book is the way it's going to be chronologically. You know, spit and polish will happen in the future. But, so there's that. But the genre buster thing that I wanted to talk about yesterday and didn't want to, you know, have a 20-minute video. I've had a few comments on this podcast thing that I've worked on the side, which is currently on hiatus because I'm in full-on book mode right now. That's why I'm taking this sabbatical from school, is to work on the author thing, so I want to spend as much time writing as I possibly can. I've had a few people listen to the first completed episode, which I was pretty satisfied with because it was a steep learning curve for me. I am not one of the most technologically gifted people you will meet on the planet. I'm not, you know, technologically illiterate either, but it was a new game entirely with strange ways and customs and different languages that was interesting to figure out. But I did get it figured out, got a first episode done, and have had a few people listen to it. Several of those people have turned around and said, sorry, you were born 60 years too late. I've actually had that said a lot to me, is that, you know, I've been born in the wrong decade or whatever. My tastes are a little bit eclectic. My favorite author is Raymond Chandler. I read one of his books at least every other month. My favorite movies include Casablanca, or Casablanca, if you know, I've heard it pronounced both ways, but in the movie it's Casablanca. I'm real into fedoras and the private detective shtick, and the book takes place in the 1930s, although it is in an alternate universe. So definitely I have interests that do not, you know, involve singers who don't actually sing, and TV programs just about nothing in particular but pop culture references. I don't really dig that. But the thing that it got me thinking about is, you know, the idea of working with what is popular at the moment versus bringing something back or starting something new. In the literary world, there's definitely a flow to these things. I mean, Harry Potter came out, and for the next few years we saw nothing on the shelves but, you know, high fantasy, especially with orphaned kids going out and having these crazy adventures in magical worlds. Twilight came out, and we saw nothing but vampire romances for a long time. Hunger Games came out, and now we're in this dystopian rush. I mean, it's highly prevalent. Follow the Leader is a game that everybody plays in every media form on the planet. But every once in a while, you know, either the current shtick will get tired, so something new will, you know, come out and catch everybody's attention, and then everybody follows that, or something will be brought back and, you know, made fresh, sometimes very briefly, sometimes just for that one product, but something comes out and is highly successful. I can think of all kinds of examples. Indiana Jones, a film series styled after 1930s action heroes, which is one of my favorite series, by the way, one of lots of people's favorite series. You can't go wrong with Indiana Jones, but definitely that was not what was going on at the time it came out. Star Wars, as I understand, did not come out during a time when the sci-fi adventure epics were, you know, at their peak either. musicals have come and gone big time. They say that, you know, Disney saved the musical. Well, first the musical saved Disney. You can look that up. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, the pirate movie boomed and then died. And then Pirates of the Caribbean was being made and everybody said it was going to flop. The first one was genius, another one of my favorite movies of all time. The next two I like to think of as very pretty but very badly written fan fiction. I haven't seen the most recent one yet. I'm waiting for Redbox. The second two movies destroyed my faith in it that much. So, yeah, those are genre busters. Something that will go against the flow, but just do it so well, for whatever reason, everybody just goes nuts over it, and it's highly successful. And I've just been wondering, you know, what is it that sets those things apart? Obviously, for the most part, they're really well written. Most people wouldn't make an argument against that. But is it the characters that, you know, they bring something new, but also that old-timey charm with them? Or is it just the setting, timing, luck, fortune, good producers? I don't know. I have my own guesses, thoughts, opinions, and whatnot. I'm really drawn to interesting characters. If a character is dull or boring, or I actually want the hero to die and the villain to succeed and I'm not supposed to, a work is not going to work for me. Writing, obviously, I'm pretty keen on that. Visual effects are cool, but not the biggest deal to me. Plot, I'm actually pretty open-minded about plot. If there's something interesting going on, it can be, you know, an underdeveloped one of the 7 master plots. That's another something else that you can look more up about if you want. Sorry, like I said, it's early, late, tired, blink, blink. So if you guys have any thoughts on this genre buster thing that goes on, let me know. Respond, make your own video, comment, whatever, or think really loud and maybe I'll catch on to it. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Hopefully I have something interesting for you tomorrow. Good night. I'm Jay Larkin. Rest well.